makes you feel alive. Keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on running, keep on running. And I'm gonna keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on running.
Working for this town, a stranger to myself. He's waiting for the showdown, took a chance like nobody else. Down by the harbor, he works a 5-day line, holding to your daddy's words. Never lose what's in your sights. It don't matter what they say, there ain't no price in trying to change. Grabbing hands, just want a taste of everything you work for. Push it to the limit, gonna take what's mine. Push it to the limit, 'cause you're the only thing on my mind. Dawn upon wasteland, now in my rearview sight. Got a ticket to the border, I don't know where I'll land tonight. Over the Peace Bridge coasting, I'm chasing liberty's light. Don't give in, give it all.
First of all, I'm going to turn that music down.
It don't matter what they say, there ain't no price in trying to change. Grab their hands, just one.
Okay, so I got the YouTube chat going. Doesn't look like anybody's joined yet. But for now, though, I feel like we should go ahead and just get started. I'm also live on TikTok for anyone wondering. I'm sorry, I'm not really going to be able to look at that TikTok chat too much, but gotta make it to that press when I'm using that ring light, so yeah, thanks for joining everybody. I appreciate everybody who's coming into the stream now. Interesting. Okay, so looks like there's plenty of light on the YouTube stream. Gosh, so new body, of course. I'm gonna get Dylan to paint this up, but I just don't know what I want to put on it yet. Also, it's not the Jade Concepts one, but I'm probably just gonna use like the other body for it. I'm probably just gonna be using this one just because it looks nice as it is, although it has been beat up. Still looking pretty good. It's just that car is almost 5 years old now, so it's time to go with it. Thank you everybody for joining the TikTok stream. I appreciate it. So yeah, let's just go ahead and put this on this side. So the new wing, there's no holes in it, sadly, so we gotta... Okay, it does give you some holes, so it's not like completely like hopeless. You know, I'm just gonna put a lot of stuff inside here. Alright, I'm not... Okay, these are the dry parts. So, so I'm probably gonna have to break this one pretty honestly. This is the full. This is like most of the car. So it's like all types of stuff like this. Okay. Because like the desktop audio is like way too loud on the YouTube stream. Also, just need to turn that music down if I'm being honest. There we go. Okay. So both that. Got it. All the stuff. The manual. Thank you for your purchase on your next order. 20% off. Nobody gets this. That's mine. It's mine now. And then, of course, our sticker sheet. We're gonna have to get that done as well. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Also nice that we got more muting stickers, honestly. And then we have our chassis. Looking pretty good. Let's just go ahead and get this box out of the way. And get the rest of the stuff hopefully given all that. Alright, so that's gonna look pretty freaking nice, honestly. But I believe our first set of the whole build. Okay, so we actually have a setup sheet. That's cool. This is the basic setup of it all. Interesting. Alright, cool. So, we don't really need that. We just need to figure out. I kind of know how to build the car, but, you know, always worth it to look at the book and stuff. So, more paperwork. Okay. Part sheet. Yeah, they seem to do a lot more for, yeah, they seem to do a lot more for the MBX8R than the 8, but it's to be expected. Give me just like one sec here, I will be right back. Now that we got the video pushed out to Facebook, let's try and live a little bit more. Probably should have figured all this shit out before we went live, but all good. So, busting open. So bag A1. Basically, it's basically this A1/E2. So I guess we're trying to start. It's gonna be a mess by the time I'm actually done with this car. Ew. Come on, get open that plastic cup. Yeah, dude. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of keep this. Dump it out. Putting away the stuff that we don't need immediately. So, A2, now we're at A1. So it's gonna be somewhere in this bulk bag. Let's do it somewhere. Where is it? Let's like look through. There we go. The first one. Bag number 1. We're probably gonna get a new wing at some point too, but yeah, that's a lot of parts. Hey mom, how are you? A lot of little bits, but they're all important for what we need to run this car. So, I'm gonna kind of organize this here. How does that look in the text street? Pretty good. Okay. It's been a little while since I've like actually built one of these diffs, so snip this open. I remember I was able to build these in a day when it came. Well, just curious with wires the okay, it requires grease on them. You can so it just needs grease for the out drives. So we'll just kind of take out the grease and yeah, we'll just kind of use it as we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and just snip open all these little tags. This one's gonna be super excited. And then of course all the well, they're all the good, but you know. So first step, obviously, I'm just gonna go ahead and grease up the out drive just because the manual like says it's like the only thing it needs. So far, there's barely like any grease in here, to be honest. Like that's the one thing I don't really like about the Mugen kits is like they don't give you enough grease. But it's honestly all good. Okay, so now with those done, let's go ahead and start assembling this little dip. So first we need, I'm honestly just it's easier with that. You know what? I feel like I should get like at least a little bit of grease, or not grease, but just like oil on them. Shock oil, but still, it'll work. It's thin enough to last a while. Right, we need a bearing. I guess we can just do the rear diff first, just because I know that the metal ones are harder to get on. There. Yeah. Push that in. And then, because it's super fresh, everything is kind of tight, so you gotta tape it down. Get in there. Really? Probably one of the most annoying parts if you don't have pliers. Yeah, let me get some pliers. What? Okay, now I can actually get in there. Yeah, God, that's tight. Alright, so for the rear, what do we have in terms of actual diff oil? We have 2K, 5K, and 5K. That's it. Okay, we're not using this shit. Um, we're gonna use we're gonna use 5 for the rear, like one of the fives for the rears, and then we'll put in 10 for both the other ones. So because 5 is not really that great, honestly. But I guess it makes the car feel a little looser, and it is a new car, so plop that gear in. These out. Oh, do we need all this? Look, what's this guy? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so we need to dump out this too. Take the clear off. Take that pin out. Forgot that you're supposed to actually put those little discs in. I've kind of winged it too many times on the track, so I just kind of assumed there's nothing there. So get that. I'll sit in that way. It keeps the ring in place. We'll put most of the hardware in. Okay. There we go. Now should be gear on. It's been so long that I've done this that like I'm starting to like question what I need to be doing. But these are the diffs. This is the easy stuff. Well, it's all the easy stuff. Two gears on like that. And a disc. And another disc. Okay. Turn this thing slippery. Hit some more than we need. Okay. Alright, that's a really smooth diff. time to fill it with some oil. And we're gonna use starting to put that 5K in there. I might just leave it open, honestly, just to let the air bubbles do their thing. I forget how annoying these little muties are. There. There. They want you to do like 2, 5, 5 rear to front. That's just honestly not enough. I mean, it might be for this car because the new Truggy handled really smoothly whenever I put it down for the first time. All right there. Okay. Yeah, it's dip. Hopefully I can focus. Basically, gotta get there, go down there, feel it. It's doing pretty good actually. I feel like I'm gonna use this whole thing. Right? Okay, there's some air bubbles in there. Alright, I think I got it filled right. I'm gonna just go ahead and leave that like open until all those air bubbles go out, and then what I'll do is I'll put on the gear. May as well speed up the process a little bit and just trying to shit this all together. Take a little bit of this. One of them little dip. I know it looks boring now because we don't really have much of the car together, but trust me, I want to get this thing done by the end of the week, and I want to stream like every single time I work on it. Oh God. That height, dude. Jeez. Probably should be using pliers, but there we go. And not some gear, but think of this new gaskets. Go ahead and just slide them. Just new material we need for reload. Alright, so that'll be the first diff done. I'm just not gonna put it together quite yet. Okay, because it's thin. Yeah, so because this is some thin oil, the bubbles come out rather quickly. So I feel like I'll just put a little bit more in. Naturally gonna give it some more air bubbles, so with this girdle. And we'll go ahead and just start working on another diff. We're gonna go ahead and put the 5 away. It's nice that we have more 5 though. Got plenty of 10 and stuff, just don't have like the lighter ones. So, oh yeah, 2 out drives grease. Let's get those greased. Alright, it's greased. Get some more of that yellow crap in there. Alright, here we go. We're gonna do a little more, Okay, here we go. This one of these. Finger again. Stick it in there. Get in there. Get in. Get in. Bearing. Note drive. We'll do this. We'll do this one as the center diff. And then we get one of these washers, is what it's technically called. That does not want to go down for some reason. These things are made freaking solid, I'll tell you that much. Why is it not getting in? Okay, for some reason that pin doesn't want to go in there, and like that O-ring does not want to stay in place. Why? There we go. Finally got that on. 2 discs now, or not 2 discs, washers. Just put down here, put this on that side. Okay, so we got this guy. Nice. And we'll go get the 10 for this one. Oh yes, mobile one. More experience. So I'm building an E-Buggy. Building a Mugen Seiki MDX18R, or not TR, sorry, I'm just so used to saying it, but this is what I'm building. Basically, like, E-Buggy. Basically, like, we're building this. We're just building this again. Like, we're just building this car, but it's, like, slightly newer and different, so. Yeah. After I get this car done, I'll finally have, like, a race fleet and, like, a. Yes, it is a. Well, yeah, it's basically a roll chassis. No electronics or anything, so. We're going to be supplying it a Savox, one of these Savox 22 73 SB servos. And then for the radio system, we have the mobile NB4. For the one of these. Sorry, I haven't been looking at chat, everybody. What do I want to eat from GPS? Honestly, you should. I think that would be awesome, Raptor. I know your real name, by the way. But why am I getting away with the 10K? Here. Neighbor's car hating me today for making all that noise. Alright, so this stuff is what we're going to be putting into the center. So, Mobile One, put it in your engine. Mobile One, it's good for you. Something I can't remember. I think the Mobile One meme is like pretty funny though. I didn't think that the McLaren Tune series would ever be like a meme, but I watched it because I was like bored one day, and I'm like, there's nothing else to watch. What am I gonna watch? And I'm like, I saw the Mobile One meme. Yeah, I don't think we're ever really gonna be running out of 10K anytime soon, because that's a huge freaking low. Still got like half left. Let's go ahead and get it around. I'm gonna check on that rear diff, but okay, that should be enough. That should be enough. So yeah, there's our Mobile One, guys. Very nice. Very nice. Just kind of rotate that around, get all the bubbles out. Kind of curious how the YouTube stream has been. Oh shit, that's not gonna be fun. Okay. Really. Get back to the YouTube chat. I wonder if that's. I think. I don't know. Let's check on the rear diff. So that looks pretty good. Is that a string from like the motor? Alright, that stuff looks pretty good. I don't think it's going to settle anymore, so we're going to go ahead and seal that. This. But before I do that, I just kind of want to prepare the other lid for the center diff. Pop that on. Spins nice and well. Yeah, those O-rings are like the tightest thing in here, but over time I'm sure that'll need replacing. I need, yeah, just two. It's kind of scratches like whenever it goes down the thing. And I believe, wait, yeah, I'm gonna say like we only need, yeah, 3 gaskets for this. Actually, no, we don't even need that yet. So we need to put in the pin and the big gear first before I put down that thing. Okay, that's ready to be assembled whenever need be. Alright, so let's, oh shit. Forgot like how new this thing is. Alright, I'm using this little screwdriver just because it's like big enough to like fit through these like little holes. Okay, which 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so basically I can just use any of these. Go ahead and start with this one. skip, don't skip. Okay, tighten this. Rear diff is looking rough already, folks. Oh, why did I do that? Alright, can't go back now. Let's just shoot for better install with these screws. What's up, Mr. Montes? It's good to see you putting together a new car. Hands are all oily. I'm like, where all the TikTok people go? There's like 100 people here. That's very nice. I'm not really sure how delayed the stream is, so yeah. Alright. Let's get the other one in. I forgot how like hard these are to work on sometimes. Sorry for going off camera, y'all, but I'm gonna make sure this is in. Um, that's on. That's on. That's on. Okay, so first diff done. You use electric screwdriver. Yeah, I need to, but I don't know. Sometimes using my hands feels like kind of nice. So I do have a drill. I just don't have like the bit. Like I have like bits, but I don't have like nice MIP bits. So like they all broke. I do agree though. It's a lot better. Let's see if I can top that off a little bit better. I think we got all the bubbles out. Okay, not 100% all of them. Yeah, 10K off like always takes the longest to bleed out, but I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use a pick to just kind of pop that. I just made it into two bubbles. Fuck. Okay, that didn't work. You know what? We'll just start working on the next one and then come back to it. So this, getting the rest of that stuff out. I'm gonna have to like keep like a pile somewhere because I know that by the end of this build, I'm just gonna keep them in the box. It's gonna have a huge collection of those little baggies by the end of this. Oh. And then we'll get this one too. Yo, what's up, David Crabtree? It's good to see you indeed. See that oil my finger? slap a little bit around. Is that a Mugen or Kyosho? This is the Mugen, the one that they made like 0 updates to, but new car, so hell yeah. Somebody on Facebook was like, you've mispronounced Kyosho, and I'm like, oh, haha. Alright guys, new Mugen MX-8 R, yes sir it is. I thought about getting the S-Works car, but then I was like, I have more Mugen parts just like laying around, and like if I do need a like parts I can just like grab from my sort of stash. Awesome, hell yeah. Though what isn't awesome is getting in the pins to get into the little to get in there. Getting those pins in there is like the most annoying thing. Like I've been struggling today with it. So let's get it in there quick. Speedrun it, speedrun it, speedrun it. Almost. Get in there. There we go. Yes, we did it. Yes, feels like sick. Yes. I really like the S-Works card. Like, honestly. I was thinking about buying just like another one just to have, but then I was like, you know what? I think my money could be spent together. From what I understand, the S-Works is like the Mugen, but like reworked, and I like that. I like that a lot. It's just I have a stash of these pots. It's hard to put on the another gear, another gear. Okay. There we go. Now let's bust out the 10K. Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna check a TikTok stream real quick. Hey, what's up, everybody? Cooked again on Wednesday. Why are you cooked again on Wednesday, Raptor? Forgot to answer RC Bedroom's question, but yeah, duh, I'm gonna race it. It's gonna be the car that gets us the stuff. It gets us the wins and the fast. Actually, that's looking pretty good. Not too many air bubbles. Definitely need some more oil though. We'll let those dissipate out a little bit, and we're gonna put the center diff together. Oh my god, for real, dude? There's like that one. See if I can just like work it out. Get out of there! If only I had like one of those little vacuum chambers, that would be friggin' be pretty fast. But dude, that little freaking bubble in there. You know what? I put together even crazier. Like I've done it worse before, so you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and slap that together. There's only like one air bubble, and it's like on the surface. It's like about to pop. Oh, it just popped. All right, now we don't have any air bubble at all. So okay. Again, we'll get our little orange screwdriver and set it in there as a placeholder. Smush that together. Finally, we're going back to a plastic spur. And I'm not gonna let any more dumbasses play with my buggies unless it's my practice cars. So. Oh yeah, it's getting in there. Why the heck is that so tight? Okay. That's pretty tight. Now we can do the TV. We've been live for almost an hour. I think I might go until like 8:30. Power supply on my home computer went out. Oh man, did it. So I bought one. Yeah, nice. Does it work? Hopefully Johnny can come up here soon to help me with my power supply. Oh, the teeth are sharp. Okay. That feels like a really good center diff. YouTube stream, here it is. Looking really good. Looking really clean and fresh. Just freaking awesome. And TikTok stream, here is the center diff one. I don't think it wasn't really. Yeah. Good to know that it works now, because it could have been really bad. Two diffs done. We got the rear. That still feels pretty tight for 5, but you know what? It's not 10, so whenever we actually get that in the car, it'll be a little lighter than like how the way I'm actually feeling it. Take it a quick sec, y'all. Okay. Uh, Let me grease that O-ring first. Bearings on. Let's push that washer. And the gasket on. Let's make sure that it's centered. Alright, now to put it together. There's no air bubbles. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. This is the front diff. That's why I put the 10K in there. Okay, line up the holes. Line up the holes. I'm gonna pay attention a little bit more to these YouTube. Why is that music tab always in? Stupid stream hands. Okay. First diffs of the new car are now done. Well, almost done. Just gotta screw in the screws. Oh man, that is getting tight. Okay. Background music is good, yes. This mix is called Life Begins Here. And the guy who put it together said that it made him feel better. So, my goodness. Get in there. Like, we need to get the other one in. Hands are all sweaty. Okay, we pretty much ate through all of those parts that we just had on the table. The last two. I don't feel like I need to like label them just because they're gonna be like in the car like for a long bit. I need to buy some like white lithium. But if I don't, feel like I need to get in. That was hard, but finally got all this done. We got front diff 10K, center diff 10K, rear diff 5K. So, alright, I think that's. I'm not gonna stop it here like I did, like I've done before. No, actually. No. Alright, so, the little baggies I'll just put in there. Another baggie. So, next page is going to be putting together the front end. So, that's kit bag B1. So I believe we can just go ahead and put this away for the time being. Flopped bag K1. No, B1. Sorry. B1. Bag B1 in this somewhere. So look with me, y'all. It's the front end, so this looks like it. Yep, bag B1. Something that I probably should get is white lithium grease, because that stuff is really going to do a good job just protecting the gears and the diff. Right, so we're basically putting together the gearbox. Here's that fresh piece. What is that? Oh, I'm not really sure why they include that. Grub screw? Why did they include a grub screw that big? Oh yeah, for the outdrive, my bad. You can say. Then we got the bracket, some pills, and we got the shock tower and the gear and that piece and bearings. And yeah. I'm not gonna fully assemble it. Like, I'm gonna try to just keep it to where, like, I can keep, like, the diff section, like, open. So, like, that way. So, we're doing the front one first, so. Okay, why can't I tell now? Great. Yeah, it's definitely bigger. Alright, so that's rear, so I'll keep the diffs over here for now. Probably just handle this first. Kind of shear that off. Break this off. Gee, that broke off cleanly. And then we need to get this piece off. So, this goes together like that. So, I guess what I'll do is, like, I'll assemble, like, the whole front. And then, like, I'll come back with another stream doing more, because I don't have any white lithium grease. Honestly, it's something I need. I can't just bum it off my friends anymore, so. Like, I swear, these diff gears, they're like the tightest thing on earth, dude. You gotta call the city get in there or something. So, where should we start with this? Yeah. I guess we'll start with the actual box, assembling that. Um, so, okay. Let's just open this bag first and dump it all out. Dock standoffs that kept breaking on me that one day. Not anymore. Let's open this bag too. Any TikTok viewers? Oh, just a second. You're right back. So now that we got all this out, I feel like the best place to start would be just like, what does it even want us to put on? So it just wants us to put on this rear one, yeah, because when we, or the rear, no, that's the front. Okay, I guess it wants to put us, alright. I guess we'll do that first. By 16, I guess we'll, don't want to put in the wrong screws and motors. I want to say that the longer ones go into the, no, I guess the ones will go into the, okay, so the longest ones, they go into this part. Really, yeah, 1/8 scale, yes sir, Taco Paco. We are building the MBX8R, the new buggy from Mugen. It's also been a long time since I've actually built a new, like, buggy. I've been building truggies, like, for the last few years. It's been fun, but, like, buggies are honestly cool as hell, too. Mine was just a little bit old. So we getting this fresh one. That's awesome. I need to get back out to Mike's again. Honestly, yeah, Mike's is a pretty good place to run. I need to as well. I haven't really been there the last couple of times. Last couple of times I went to the mini place, and I got a lot of videos from that. But it'd be nice to go back out to the big track. Okay. What pills do they want us to use? The center one makes the most amount of sense. Well, I guess they are boxing that. Okay. These are the only options anyway, so. Choice some sticking out. I'm gonna get what's in have stick. Actually, you know what? We'll just cut them off. The potato doesn't look the belly. Probably should have put these in first. Dang, that's hard. Man, they're tight. That's supposed to be a weak point, I guess. I remember somebody on Facebook was like asking if somebody could make the techno like version of like these pills like aluminum because like I'm never gonna replace these again. And I'm like, you need to have those plastic because if they're not, then it could really mess up. And plus, they don't really even break that open anyway. And when they do, it's like you got more to choose from. Like it's not like the end. And, I'm probably just gonna end up putting those in my toolbox. Anything that I want to put in my toolbox, I'm just gonna leave just kind of over here on that side. Okay. I did not. Oh, okay. Not know that TikTok is like trying to take down my life. No, sir. I'm doing that. All right. Got it. Back. Okay. You just throw those in the cup. Let's go trash. Now let's go back to the room. So we got the pills in, we got the screws in. Those will go in more whenever we actually need to get them fully set. Oh, forgot. Forgot to get more of the shims. Forgot about that. I should probably order some of those. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Because now we just gotta use, we have to use like these regular Megan ones. There's nothing exactly wrong with these, but it's honestly just nicer to like have like the smaller ones that wrap around like the actual bearing. Let me think here. Why are there nothing? No. These pills are also going to be smack dab middle. We'll have this facing in. So, and that's going to sit basically like this. Wait. Yeah, it's going to sit like this. It's going to sit on there like what the heck? Why is there like a second hole there? That's a little weird, but I'll just go ahead and fit the first one. Are they seriously all the same size? 14, 12? Then where do the other 12s go? Oh, they go in there. Okay. Okay, so put the wrong one in. No matter, we'll just check it out. This guy out. Neighbors are being noisy out there. Getting the right screws in the right holes first time. Making sure it's right. Feels so good to be building again, honestly. Like, so, I don't know. Feels nice to get your hands on the car again, especially on a new one. Let's check a TikTok stream. Hello, TikTok stream. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing okay tonight. We're building a car. Thankfully, I do have Loctite, so that's not a problem. Let's go ahead and put on the shock standoffs now. I believe that goes through the middle hole. Yes. Okay, that goes in nice and snug. Nice and well. Okay. That one started basically fresh sucks, just shock standoffs, fresh freaking everything. Never touched the track before in his life. Alright. Shock standoffs on. Looking pretty good. Looking like an alien now. What do y'all think? Alien looking or what? Alright. Next, let's go ahead and just put in the bearings and attach the hard drive and cup thing. And for this, we're going to use a bit of Loctite. So let me grab a little bit of that from the toolbox. Let's check the YouTube. I'm not a sponsored driver by any means, but if you have any questions about this car, let me know and I can try to help you. I'm driving these Mugans for 5 years. basically 6, I think, like this month. I'm not really keeping that old track, but alright, that's more than enough. Yeah, we're gonna slide that on. Oh, it's a little much. Get that shit on. That shit's not gonna come off for like the next 5 years. Like, probably. That's all it really takes, honestly. Seriously, that's it? Is it for this back? Like, okay. The only thing I really have to do now is shim it and put the diff in. Shim it, right, and then it should just go in there. This is why I fucking hate these dumbass shims. I mean, they work, but like, dude, like getting it in there, oh my god. Like, because it's not like solidly on there. Like, let me just put it in without the shim first because I really don't want to mess that up. Forget how tight these friggin' things are. Okay, there. I don't even think it really needs it on the front, but I can tell that there's like a little bit of play. Let me see if I can just slide it on like that. There we go. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, because now it slides in there. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. There it is, guys. There it is moving. Um, TikTok streams is what we got going on now. So, didn't get to 8:30 like I said. It's smoother. Oh, hold up. Sorry, Gage. How far are you into it? I'm basically, this is all I got right now. First, shims, yeah. The shims, basically, like, they would go, like, on the inside there instead of like, on the outside. It's a Mugen, so it's kind of basically like the same thing except the Japanese version of it. But, yeah, I did not get to 8:30 like I said earlier, but because I got this far, I don't want to continue to build without greasing that up at the least, so that way I can just leave it like on a napkin. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today, guys. I really appreciate everybody for coming into the stream and checking this out. If you want to see more, make sure you follow the TikTok and subscribe on YouTube. But yeah, I think I want to get on tomorrow to try to get more of this done because I really want to get it done as fast as I can. I'll probably just be making the stream thing tomorrow for YouTube. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will probably see you guys tomorrow. So, peace out.